What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com, Restored Motion, restoredmotions.com, and ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. Right, what is good, y'all? Hope your Thursday is off to a great start. Just did an interview with the boys on Crane and Company. If you have not yet done so, subscribe up to their channel, Crane and Company on YouTube. Jake, Blaine, and Cone. My guys do an awesome job. Great energy, great vibes, great dudes. Love them. All right, how about it, y'all? Did y'all see a couple things got there in the description? Then we'll get to what anything y'all got today. So fire away questions, comments, concerns, etc. Kim Mulkey and Terry Bradshaw have had statues unveiled at Louisiana Tech. So I was thinking about this. Pretty incredible. Kim Mulkey, as a player and a coach, Kim Mulkey is 560 and 74. As a player and a coach, 560 and 74. 11 Final Fours. Wait, that's not right. The Lady Texters have her as a 3-time national champion. That's not right. Boom, 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 boom. I can't remember if she won one as a player. So I don't know if it was NCAA or if it was NAIA. No, okay, so she did. So that I think that was the first NCAA term. So she won one as a player in the NCAA and the AIAW, but and she won one as an assistant coach, and then 4 times as a head coach. So she's actually 6-time national champion. Unless they're just counted 3 like at Tech, as 2 as a player, 1 as an assistant coach. Anyway, oh, that's just at Tech. Okay, that's just at Tech. 560 and 74 as a player and coach at Tech. Got it. Anyway, so the statue of her is of her as a player, which is really pretty cool. If you can check it out. And I was thinking when I saw it, because I'm like, Mulkey so she's got a statue at Tech. She's going to have a statue at Baylor. I mean, she won 3 national titles at Baylor. Like, they're going to build her a statue. Like, they have an RG3 Heisman statue. They're going to do one for Kim Mulkey, of course. And then LSU's going to do one. I mean, eventually. Like, she won a national championship. She's probably not done winning them here. So she's going to end up with statues at Tech, Baylor, and LSU. Just the Mulkey shrines all over the world. That's hilarious. Anyway, so hat tip Kim Mulkey, cool honor, and she's wearing purple in her at the statue unveiling last night, which is pretty cool. And then excuse me. And then the other thing there is Marcus May. So Marcus May suspended 3 games for his DUI. So it begins immediately. So he'll miss the next 3. He'll miss the Packers, the Bucks, and then the Patriots. So he can return prior to the game against the Texans. But he'll miss the next 3. So he may reached a plea deal about a month ago on his 2021 DUI charge. So this is in relation to his DUI charge. So it's under performance enhancers, or substance abuse is what it's the substance abuse policy. But anyway, it stems back to his DUI in 2021. But so now the Saints have to play the next 3 weeks without Marcus May, one of their starting safeties. So which direction do they go? Well, Jordan Hoden, who's the rookie 5th round pick out of Minnesota, is on the team. JT Gray, who obviously is a veteran safety and has been, he was a special teams captain and has been an all-pro in special teams, but is a safety. So he's kind of depth at strong safety behind May. And then they've also got Lonnie Johnson and Ugo Amadi, who, I mean, we've seen Ugo Amadi play. He's been active on game days, has played well already. Nearly had an interception in week 1. And then, of course, Lonnie Johnson was really good in camp. So those are your options. I don't know that you go look at a free agent safety. I mean, I think you're always looking for ways to make your team and your roster better. So if there's someone available, like, you go find that player that's available. When I look, though, at the players that are the safeties that are available right now, it's always a matter of who gives you a better option than what you currently have and what is financially feasible. So if I'm just looking right now at the best, the top ranked safeties available, you're going to recognize a lot of names because a lot of them already have connection to New Orleans. Well, Devin McCourty is 35 years old. He's out. Eric Rowe, who was at Carolina, so he's got division experience. And then Jonathan Abram. I mean, Jonathan Abram was the guy you had in camp. So honestly, I would look at it and say, if you're going to go at a safety, that's probably the guy. Now, another guy worth mentioning is Landon Collins, who was a holdout last year, ultimately got signed and played really well. He's a free agent again after spending last year with the Giants. So now he plays free, and you're looking to replace May at strong. So maybe that doesn't fit, but Jonathan Abram could be a name because he's a guy who the Saints had in camp, and a lot of people thought he would make the team. So, maybe you call Jonathan Abram, bring him back if you feel like you need safety help. So, see how it goes this week, very likely. And if you feel like you don't have a great option, you need help, maybe you go sign Jonathan Abram. So, we'll see. All right, let's say some good mornings, y'all. You know the drill. Smash that like button on YouTube. Subscribe up to the channel if you're new. Facebook, please like the Matt Moscona page if you haven't done so yet. Share this post. We'll say some good mornings here, see what y'all got. Kelly Gross, Megan Hurst, Bubba Smith, good morning. Jason H., what up? Trivia Carter, Tim Gotro, Wendell Norman, good to see y'all. Matt Plavidal, good morning. Hope today's better, man. Better day today. Go get it, dude. Jeff Hawk, good morning, my dude. Brian Wynn, what's up? Tim Gotro, will you ever wear the Hudco hat on Crane & Company? I have before. I'll do it next time. They don't care. I mean, I think you just wear whatever you want. But yeah, I'll do it next time. Cajun Country, good morning. The Matty Hudak Zoom call worked really well. The audio is much clearer. Yeah, so we're trying to, thank you, Sean. We're trying to do that when our guest on AFR is able. So I think visually it's better for those who are watching the show, and audio is better for those listening to the show because you're getting a digital audio sound as opposed to just a phone. So so thank you for the feedback on that. But we're gonna try to do that as much as we can. Let's see. Spurge, good morning. Noah Lejeune, that 88.3%. Good Lord, 88.3%. What is the 88.3%? Sorry, dude, I'm missing that. Oh, the winning percentage. Oh, the winning percentage. Yeah. For Mulkey. Jason Mabio, good morning from H-Town. Okay, dude. Brant Roban, good morning. Do you think Saban will somehow find a way to win this weekend? Watch out for Bama privilege. Can't have Bama being knocked back too far for the LSU matchup. I think Alabama will win this weekend. I think so one of the things that I think very largely will get overlooked is why Texas was able to have success against Alabama. And in large part, it was because they have a great quarterback and they were better at the line of scrimmage. I do not believe Jackson Dart is the guy, and I do not believe Ole Miss is better at the line of scrimmage. I watched Ole Miss get ragdolled by by Tulane in the first half of that game at the line of scrimmage. So, no, I do not believe Ole Miss gets it done this weekend in Tuscaloosa. Mark Allen, good morning. So she's overrated. Bailey C. I didn't listen to Ad back when they lost to Troy. I guess that was supposed to be AFR. When they lost to Troy, what did you say on the radio that day? I mean, that was Ed Ogeron's first year as the full-time head coach. I mean, I don't remember exactly what my words were that day. You can go find Whiskey and Wine from that game. That's on YouTube, or maybe it was just Facebook at the time. Maybe it was just Facebook, but you can find the Troy Whiskey and Wine for sure on Facebook. Hunter Broadhead, Joey Vincent, Chihuahua. And you know what I remember about that? So I actually did it from Tiger Stadium. So Jordy, I think, was at his house. I was at Tiger Stadium. So I went to the post-game press conference. And then I joined Whiskey and Wine, after Andrew's backpack's beeping. Hang on, let me make sure it's not beeping. It was beeping. Okay. Elite hearing, despite years of wearing headphones every single day for hours. No, but I was going to say was what I remember about that Troy loss. Is so after the loss, I kind of walked out of the post-game press conference, walked back into, through the tunnel. So if you're not familiar, in Tiger Stadium, you know where the tunnel is, where the team goes in, comes out in the north end zone. So when you go in that tunnel, immediately, through the double doors, immediately to the left is the post-game press conference room. There's the breakout room for the players, and right next to that is where they set up the podium for the room right next to that is where they set up the podium for the coach. So go in there, Ed Ogeron post-game press conference, thoughts, whatever, walk back out. And so I'm I walk back out into the stadium. I'm just sitting right there, field level first row with my phone doing the show, split screen with Jordy, and Aliva walks out and walks past, and I'm holding my phone, and I'm kind of getting him on the screen. I'm like, I can remember him walking by, just kind of hitting the seat and being all disappointed and everything. Anyway, Hunter Broadhead, Joey Vincent, Chewalt 1, Devin Johnson, about to head to a job interview. Okay. Good luck, Devin. Hope it goes great for you, man. Spurge need a Kim Mulkey bobblehead before the statue. Haven't found one yet. Charlie H, good morning. Great opening with AFR Monday afternoon. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm trying to remember what it did Monday. Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday was the Black and Gold Super Bowl one after Monday Night Football. I think that's what you meant. But either way, thank you. Noah Lejeune, Matt, can you explain your take on the Auburn at home would be more of a trap game than Ole Miss or Mizzou on the road, other than being off the bye? Not to disagree and want to pick your brain. Yeah, so I was just on Crane and Company, and they asked me my thoughts on LSU playing at Ole Miss at Missouri back-to-back weeks. And by the way, just winning back-to-back road games in the conference is a rare thing. LSU hasn't done that, I think, since 2011. I'll have to go back and check, but they don't play consecutive league road games every year, but I think the last time that they won back-to-back road conference games was 2011. I'll go check it again. But anyway, so yes, going at Ole Miss at Missouri is not an easy thing to do. I do believe, however, I'm not a big believer in Ole Miss, and I think Ole Miss having to go to Bama this week is very tough. So Ole Miss is on the road at Bama and then gets LSU. So LSU gets Ole Miss in a very favorable spot, coming off the Bama game, coming off a road trip. I think it's a really tough spot for Ole Miss to have to play Bama then LSU in consecutive weeks. So that's number one. Number two, I'm just not really a believer at all in Missouri. I just don't think that they're very good at all. So LSU should be able to go on the road and handle Missouri. I'm very much acknowledging playing back-to-back road conference games is tough. Now, what is worth noting is that Missouri, in the next 2 weeks, they play Memphis this weekend, and they're at Vanderbilt. So Missouri gets what should be two relative layups before they host LSU. But I still like LSU in that game. Auburn, I just believe, and I just look at Hugh Freeze's track record. Hugh Freeze, in his first year as a head coach at a school, taking over bad situations, has always achieved more than what the thought is that they would. If you remember, when he took over, like his first year at Arkansas State in 2011, they went 10-2. He spent 1 year at Arkansas State, went 10-2. Then he took the Ole Miss job for Houston Nutt. In Ole Miss in 2011, that was the Houston Nutt team that, if you remember, LSU was taking a knee with 6 minutes to go. 2011 Ole Miss went they ended up vacating. They were 0-8 in the league, 2-10. They were atrocious. Their only wins were against Southern Illinois and Fresno State. They were terrible. They didn't win a league game. So LSU beat them 52-3. So Freeze takes over that team, and in his first year at Ole Miss, of course they had to vacate that. I think they won 8 games. They went 7-6, excuse me. So in his first year at Ole Miss, they go from 2-10, 0-8 in the conference to 7-6. So, I mean, he's had impressive turnarounds, right? Went 8-5 his first year at Liberty. 7-5 and won the bowl game. So I just believe that they're going to win a game this year where they're a heavy underdog and have no business winning. I'm not telling you that they're going to beat LSU. I'm just saying if you're looking at a sticky spot on the schedule, I think Auburn is that game. They'll be coming off a bye. They'll be healthy. They'll be fresh. They'll be a month into the season, or I guess by that point they'll be 6 games into the season, and so they'll have a much better sense of what Hugh Freeze's expectations are. They get an open date, so 2 weeks to prepare for LSU. LSU will be coming home after back-to-back road conference games. It'll be LSU's 5th consecutive conference game because they're going to play State, Arkansas, the back-to-back road conference games, Ole Miss, Missouri, and then Auburn. So 5th consecutive conference game for LSU. I'm just saying the spot. It's every team every year has a spot on the schedule that's sticky. I think the Auburn game is the one that's the, hey man, 0. I'm not saying that you would ever overlook Auburn, and I get it. LSU's had a ton of success against Auburn in Baton Rouge, since '99. But obviously Bo Nix pulled the Houdini act and beat him a couple of years ago. But No, I just think that's the one you circle and go. You better mind your P's and Q's that day, because that's a tough spot. That's all. Weston Weaver, good morning. Patrick Ramos, saw Crystal yesterday. I'm sore everywhere, but great experience. I'm glad you went, Patrick. So when I saw Crystal Poche at Restored Motions, I'm glad you went, and I have no doubt that she was able to get you relief from whatever you were experiencing. It is a mind and body altering experience, and I'm glad you had a great experience. Merrick Mathern, Noah Lejeune, Tiger Diver, Brandon Tilley, good morning. I'm not going to tell you how to live. You should put in the time and watch Lord of the Rings. Brandon, I'm just telling you, there's no shot. I'm not going to spend the hours of my life to do that because I have zero interest. There's not even a remote interest in me doing it, is the point. Like, it's not, oh, maybe I'll find some time. Like, I don't want to spend the hours of my life, committing the hours of my life to that. I very seldom have free time or any downtime, and certainly don't have any during football season. And the little bit I do, I'm not going to spend watching those movies. Nick Newbill, Antron Hemingway, does Brian Kelly have a press conference? He does after practice, so tonight. And then his coach's show. Any surprises with LSU going into the game this weekend? Not that I can think of. Brett DeGrow, Brant Roban. Saw LSU's coming to Knoxville next season in baseball. This guy will be there. Hopefully we can take that series. I don't know if y'all saw LSU got a baseball commit from a lefty. Sorry. So Connor Ware, who's from Jackson, lifelong Mississippi State fan. He's going into his second year in JUCO. And his brother played at Auburn. He was courted by State and Auburn and LSU. Well, LSU got his commitment. He's a 6'4" lefty who I talked to a scout yesterday. He said 6'4" lefty, 92 to 96 with a fastball, who by the time he gets to LSU will throw harder. Curveball in the low 80s with a good changeup, strike thrower. He'll be in LSU's rotation in 2025. And there are some who say, well, he won't show up to campus. What was explained to me is that scouts and major league teams aren't going to offer $3 million to a JUCO pitcher. There might be a team that'll throw $1 million at him and see if he takes it, but he could come to LSU, be a part of the rotation for a year, and get $3 million. So why, so basically saying this guy's likely going to bet on himself and come to LSU. And think about this. Very likely your rotation in 2025, so not this, you'll pitch at Pearl River this coming season, but the following will be Chase Shores coming off of injury, healthy again. Cam Johnson, a lefty who throws 100, and Connor Ware, another lefty that throws 100. You have 3 dudes that throw 100. It'd be crazy. I already got it. So what's in his bed? Let's see. Right. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta go. Couple more. Brad Jones, good morning. My question, have you tasted Kentucky Owl St. Patrick's edition? If so, what are your thoughts? I have, as a matter of fact, Brad. I got I have a bottle of it. So Irish whiskey tends to be a little milder, lower proof, and it's not my favorite. So for the price, but it's an interesting, it's interesting. But for the price point, I would probably not spend that. But it is an interesting whiskey. It's a cool bottle to have, as sort of a special release, but not one of my favorites and not worth the price point. Okay. I think we are done. Sorry if I missed y'all. real quick. That's how I knew it, Bill. That's how I knew it. Bill Schmid. I knew it, Bill. Bill, I asked Bill, how is that even possible that there are multiple Bill Schmids in the world? So there was a guy, I got to go, I'm late. There's a guy on AFR yesterday. So Musso books the opposing media guests. So Musso got Bill Schmid, who does radio in Milwaukee, to talk about the Packers yesterday. Anyway, I asked Bill, and I was like, Bill, have you been on the show? Because I knew I recognized the name. And it was Bill Schmid, because Bill Schmid's here on Morning Scone. I'm so glad you're here, Bill, to put that to bed for me. Anyway, all right, I got to go. Steven said, anybody get odds picks before Sunday? If you listen to the show throughout the week when he has his handicappers on, you can get their picks, but then some of the picks, like Ott gives his picks on Sunday, and then Paul Nolan and Andy Isco give their picks on Sunday. So really, no, you got to listen on Sunday. Okay, I got to go, y'all. I'm late. Y'all have a great day. LSU Daily's live, AFR3. See you. Peace.